turned the chicks out and run into a little bit of a problem. Believe it or not, the smaller chicks that we got, the last ones, they're pretty good size, but they can still get their head and half of their body through this little square right here. Once they get over halfway in, they get stuck and we have to push them back through. So what we decided to do, we ran back to Tractor Supply and we found some more of these shade screens right here. They're really bigger than I wanted to get, but I need to put something down here for the shade, plus to keep them from getting out right now while they're so much smaller. In a couple of weeks, they'll be big enough they won't be able to get through there at all, but for the time being, I need to put something up. So, like I say, we picked up a couple of shade screens, and we're gonna get them put on and then turn them back out of the little coop house, because it's not that bad today. Got a good breeze blowing, but I don't want them to stand there all the time if they can kind of come good as they need to. So, we're gonna see if we can't get those shade screens put on right quick. But this is what we got. We got a Tractor Supply. It's just an old dog pen cover, kennel cover. Gives 70% shade. It's 10 by 10. I think it was like $57 for this thing, but it really works good. The wind can get through, but the sun, it gives them a little shade. So, and it's not that bad to install. It actually comes with 20 zip ties. And like I say, Tractor Supply had them today. They only had 2, so sometimes you may have to order them. Don't throw nothing away. This is the second one, the top one, and this one is the ones we had on the old chicken coop before. And like I say, about $60 for these things. So they ain't messed up. Hold on to them. So now let's see what we're gonna try to do. These things are 10 by 10. That thing is 6 foot tall, and I'm hoping I got just enough to go from this gate around to the back, and I can cover everything up and I can do some chicken wire to cover these little holes up over here, I hope. So we're gonna find out. All right, last zip tie. And what we're doing is, since we got one mesh here that we can't go back to that with, it's actually got enough of a hole in it. You can push these zip ties right through without really ripping it too much. We're gonna see how that goes. See how that will do. And so I am going to push this right through the bottom right here. And she's gonna grab it on the inside and push it back through this eyelet hole right here. Of course, this side here is a little bit tighter, since we got more pressure on the back side. But that zips it right down, and it's all snugged in. So all I got to do now is go back and cut the extras off, and then I'm gonna go back, and it's kind of weird looking out there. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go back and fix this other side with a little bit of wire so that they can't get out, and I think they'll be all right. All right, so what I'm gonna do, we got shade screen on that part to cover it where the gate is. I don't want to screen there, and I'm gonna leave just one corner open to get a little bit of fresh air in there, which it blows through the screen pretty good, but this will be a little fresh air. But those little boogers can get their body halfway through that little square. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some regular old chicken wire, and I'm gonna fold it in half, and I'm just gonna put it across where those bottom holes are. Then when they get a little bit bigger, I can take it down. So let's take and roll it back out that way. Let's fold it about halfway over. We have this in right here. Match stand on right here, I think. We're gonna fold it about halfway over. And we're gonna mash it down. tell you what might do is big enough we can fold it a second time, because I don't need it very high. So let's fold it again. Let's see what it does. Let's see what that does. I'll stick it right there with that blue pole again. I think that's high enough they can't get out. They can't fly up and get out at the same time. They're just sticking their heads through it. Let me get right over here. Shoot. What? What'd you say? What? In there. I think that'll work, don't you?
Tie down the pole.
I'm gonna be in tight right here. Oh yeah, probably tight around the bottom there, don't. Alright, let's go around there and put it back to you. Alright, that's good. All right, I think this right here is going to work. It might not look too good, but that'll keep them from getting out of here. We can still open and close the gate. Good thing about this pin here, just gate opens or closes either way. So for the time being, we just open it in. That way to keep chicks from coming out. And once they get a little bit bigger, we can take this little bit of chicken wire down. It'll look a whole lot better. You have to go run them out. Are you having trouble in there trying to get them out?
Yeah.
Here comes one. Oh, it might have went out. That one's going back in. That there's going back in. They said it's time to roost. Too late to be going out tonight. They say it's almost 8 o'clock, it's time to roost, it ain't time to be out. Now them right there had done found out what the grass is. It's them old big Americanas, 2 of them. There's some big rascals already. They can be some big old chickens. That almost like a quail. There's the white one. Oh, going back in. Said nope, ain't got to have none of this. Is that everybody?
No.
That it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. There they are. They have finally found out what the ground is and the grass, and they're pecking this ground pretty good. They have it be a bare spot by the end of the week probably. So now what we got to do is wait till it does get closer to dark and see if they know how to go back in and walk up that plank and roost tonight. So I have to come back here later on and check on them. But I feel more comfortable now. I don't think they're gonna get out like we got it now. That screen right there, got the chicken, the actual hard cloth under there, over to here, and actually chicken wire there. So if they get out now, they just got to get out. But I think they're gonna do okay. Well, I've always talked so good about my old Coleman UTV. I have finally run into an issue. Got out there the other day and cranked it up, drove it to the barn, gonna feed up. Everything was fine. Then when I got back on again, started up to run back to the house, it was a lot louder than it was before. There was something wrong with the exhaust. And matter of fact, I'll crank it up and show you what it sounds like now. I can figure out. Go ahead and turn it off so it won't be so hot so I can work on it a little bit. But what I found out is the exhaust manifold, and I will show you here really quick what it looks like. But got noticing that the exhaust manifold, if I can get in here to it, and if it's not real hot again, I've been letting it try to cool off a little bit, but boy, it didn't take long to get hot again. But if you can see, let me get this light out of the way so you can see. If you can see this little, oh, hang it in the way. If you can see this little piece right here, that is supposed to be right there on that bolt that's coming out of the intake. Well, that right there holds that together. And apparently both of the nuts had backed off of it. But I'll tell you what, I am a lucky, lucky fella, because I got looking around trying to find out what was going on here. And to see that old pan down there with all the dirt in it, the floor pan that's under the undercarriage of this thing, I am glad it was there. And I'm gonna show you why. Because the two nuts I thought I was needing actually were these things right here. They actually screw on those long studs out of the manifold, and that's what holds that thing on. And my luck has been good today because I found both of them laying in that floor pan, just pretty as you ever seen. So I'm gonna let that thing cool off just a minute, and I'm gonna try to stick these back on there with the washers that was also laying there with them too. Don't know how in the world it didn't fall off, because I did this thing 2 or 3 more times with it being loud like that. But I'm gonna let it cool off a minute, and I'm gonna see if I can't get these things put back on and quieten it down a little bit. All right, I think it's cooled off enough. I can try to work on a little bit. So let's see how easy this is gonna go in there like that. If I get it to stay like that. And believe it or not, I found that plus the washer. I can't believe it. My luck is never, turn my light over. Oh, might knock the camera over. Let's try this again. Try to get that pushed up right there. Try to get this nut and this washer to cooperate. Yeah, that had gotten loose. That's why I was about to fall out. All right, got that one on. Now let's see if I can get this other one to go on. That easy. Next problem's gonna be getting her. I was gonna try to put a ratchet on it, but I believe it's gonna be so close to that pipe, I'm not gonna be able to. So let me run get a 12mm wrench. All right, there we go. That'll fit. None of my other sets had 12mm wrenches in them, so I finally found one. But a 12mm is hard to find. I'm gonna tighten up the other side a little bit so I don't break nothing off. Tell you what, I might can get that with the ratchet. Let me go get it. I don't need the extension on there. Oh, bumped my head. Nice. Get my other hand back up here. I'm not sure how tight to tighten this. I'm just gonna get it snug because I don't want to wring it off. And that would be my luck. So now let me go tighten the other side up with the wrench. I'll tell you what, that's about as tight as I feel comfortable doing it. So we're gonna see if that quietened the noise down in here. All right, let's see what she sounds like now when we start her up. Yep, that was it. That's how she's supposed to sound. I guess in the future I'm trying to keep a check on those right there. Make sure they're tight and they don't come off again. But like I say, that was the easier fix than I thought it would be. All right, so if that's the only trouble I have with this thing, I have it made. But like I say, I just need to keep a check on them from now on, make sure they don't get loose, because I don't want that thing to fall apart and actually lose the pieces. So, all right, that takes care of that project. Well, the cow's been fed, and I'm gonna sneak it here to the field while it's safe and the coast is clear, because they've fed and they've gone out to the pond to get some water. And Elmo's down there laying in the corner where he normally lays at to see the other cows in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead. We ain't got any rain much yet, but I think the millet field's good enough to turn them in on. I may let them in on it for a couple of days. May have to turn them back out, let it grow up some more, but we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow possibly. So, but the old millet field looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and sneak here while I can, because Elmo's done seen me. And here he comes. So let's go ahead and turn them in there and see how they do today. Go on, go on, go on, come on. Oh God, got close to having that fence. You ain't gonna tell me where you. Go on, go on, go on. Better watch out when he gets this way, because he's gonna be wide open getting in that gate right there. Here he comes. Might as well get back. Well, they have realized what I've done. Here they come. Wide open. I just hope they make the turn before they run over me. He's looking the gate hole. Go on in. You've been wanting to do this for a long time. Go ahead. Don't eat at the gate. Go on in. There comes the other one too. Well, y'all go on in. It's a little better on the inside. Sure needs some rain on it, but it's come up pretty good. It's pretty green out there. There's a couple places it's kind of bare, but they're gonna eat right here at the fence. Maybe they'll move on out there in a little while and get a little something else. Yeah, Daisy's going out there in the middle of the field. That little calf's got some sense. She's going out there too. And there comes them three. Gus? Yeah, Gus has been there before. What kind of feed are you having? Go ahead, George. Go get your son. You can see how dry it still is out here. All the dust they're making just for walking out through here, so I'm gonna let them eat on it today, maybe tomorrow. I may have to take them off of it tomorrow afternoon, let it grow back up a little bit more, but if we get that rain tomorrow like they're saying we will, I think it's gonna help out a whole lot. So we'll see how it goes. Where you going, Daisy? Where are you going? Where you going, Daisy, Daisy? Oh, there comes Betsy. She's like she's gonna charge you. You charge me, you gonna get no more millet. Because I'm the one that planted it. You old crazy heifer. You old crazy heifer. You better go on. Don't you start your mess with me. You done scared Gus over there. He done took off. You crazy heifer. Emma, you happy now? You finally got out here in this field? Y'all eating it down pretty good. I may have to cut you off of it tomorrow. You got one of the bare spots. You need to go where it's a little bit thicker at. Yep. Alright, well, y'all eat your bellies full. I'm going in the house. Otis, people's been asking about you. You gonna tell them anything? You just let around being lazy?
What's he doing?
I ain't no hurry. Lazy cat. Where are you going? Curl up her back. He done fell over again. Scratch his belly. Oh, there he goes.
Come on.
Oh, I ain't scared him. That cat ain't scared of nothing. Quit showing your tail to everybody. On button. What are y'all doing? Y'all get back a minute. Y'all get back a minute. Get on back now. Get on. Don't be trying to lick me. Ah, quit like that, buddy. Will you quit trying to lick me? Go on. All right, come on now. What are you doing, Bella? Ah, don't be licking the camera. Quit licking the camera. Oh, you hit me with your tail. And what are you doing over here in the way? What are you doing there, Maggie? What are you doing, Maggie? Bella, you see them cows over in another pasture? Yeah, we'll be around here in the corner a little bit, I'm sure. Old Buck's getting old. He's doing pretty good with the heat so far, though. It's been mighty hot the last few days, but he's still doing pretty good. He's still shedding. But you can start to see a little bit of his ribs there. Kind of sort of, I don't know if you can see on the camera or not, but you can see a little bit there. But he's still eating good, but I reckon it's so hot there. He's just, like I say, he's getting so old. And Maggie's watching out for him. Uh-oh, Maggie's fixing to get bit. What is it, Buck? You old scudder. You old as dirt. You can hear me, but you can't see me, can't you? You can hear me talking. You just can't see me. It's like it's snowing. She's thick as a woolly booger right on.
This is designed for mountain dogs.
Y'all about to get stepped on over there. I can get a little work out of Maggie. She does bark when strangers show up or something ain't right. You one weird dog.
Need a bath. Need a bath. And need your hair brushed. Dirty. Dirty old dog. Look at you, how dirty you are.
You just been rolling all over the ground. I reckon she is dirty. Making her waller in the dirt. They get a curd comb, comb her out.
She needs a good old bath. Good old shampooing.